Hey guys, it's your boy SilverBlazeX. I hope you're all having a fabulous weekend. I am having an okay weekend, and the reason is because of the latest news with Destiny 2, as you all have been seeing, and you saw the tweet and the video I put out. Right, about 220 people did lose their job at Bungie due to some very poorly executed decisioning for the last couple of, I guess, years, right, from Bungie leadership. I'd like to say that it has to do with the economy, or some maybe not the content not being good enough, and that's why Bungie hasn't been as profitable as it should be, etc. But after seeing the release from Bungie's leadership themselves, I think we can all conclude that they took ownership of the failure and the reasoning why they have to let go of those people. Now, by no means am I justifying the massive layoff at all. For those of you that know me, know that I am not the biggest fan of Marathon. I don't care for it, if I'm being completely honest. And I think that it wasn't the best course. The way I was seeing Bungie doing things, it wasn't the best course of action to be using, I guess, Destiny 2 as the money bag to be able to fund this new project, right? When Destiny could use so much work, I feel like an institution should move on to bigger, better things when it's completely satisfied a project, and did a look back and said, hey, we did an awesome job, we left this game in a really good place. It's time to move on, right? And I know Bungie knows how to do that because of the Halo games that they've done. With every single Halo that they developed, right, one after the other, they did a fantastic job, and they moved on to an even bigger story, right? An even better gameplay as technology evolved, etc. But that's not what they did here, right? Here they just moved on to another project, and they decided to just, milk the community's pockets. And that's always hurt. It's always hurt me. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that did not hurt. That hurt a lot.
Do you have something for me?
With that said, I love Bungie. I love the game. I love the developers, because I know it's not the developers' fault. Developers, writers, artists, they are creatures that love storytelling, that love developing things, and Marathon to them was maybe another way for them to put another story, maybe make some awesome art again. I can hate them for maybe having that reasoning of wanting to do Marathon, but that, I know it's not really them, right? But anyways, I feel like I'm just ranting at this point. So yeah, been kind of slow because I've been just kind of meditating on how I'm going to move forward with Destiny 2. I'm still going to be supporting the game. I'm still going to be making these videos because it seems to be something that y'all like, because out of a lot of the different clips and other stuff that I put out, this is the videos that has the most views and have the most interaction with most of you people. So I'm not going to stop these videos, right? So that's why the video's a little bit late. My apologies. But yeah, here it is. So guys, let's check out what Xur has going on this week. As always, he is in the tower here at the bazaar, right next to that ramen shop. So make sure you grab yourself a bowl of ramen, spicy ramen preferably, and go ahead and give that bow to the king, to the ramen commander. And let's go ahead and check out what Xur's got for us today.
Strength is not it. May we speak?
Sorry for the sniffles, by the way. I'm also recovering from a lot of different things that kind of just came at me at the same time. All right, so this week we got the Cold Hard Catalyst for all of you loyalists to the Cold Hard. So you can finally pick that up if you have not grabbed that, or for all those new lights, this is a very good catalyst to pick up for the Cold Heart. We also have the Colony, right? At some point, it was a very good weapon that did a lot of damage on raids. For a while, it became kind of like the meta gun to be walking around with. But if you haven't picked up that catalyst, pick it up right now. Orpheus Rigs. Why do they keep giving? Oh, this Hunter. Okay, all right. Whew. My mind went to a Titan. But okay, this is actually a good piece for the Hunter. I was about to say, why do they keep giving the Titan so much mobility? But no, this is actually a good piece for the Hunter. It has a good amount of mobility to go ahead and build from. So this is a good exotic piece to start, and then start working the rest of your build. So Orpheus Rigs is a very good piece to have, right? It does give you that energy for Deadfall and Mobius Quiver. So a good piece to go ahead and have. Not a PvP piece, but definitely a PvE piece to go ahead and start with. Heart of Inmost Light. Resilience 19, love it. Strength 15, ooh, perfect. Okay, this is a good one because this is a good PvP piece that I would use. I think I have a piece like this one already, right? And here's the reason why, right? You can build from it to go ahead and make yourself a very nice punchy Arc or even Void Titan, right? To be running around and be punching things, making sure you're proccing all your different abilities to go ahead and improve your punchiness. It's a good piece to also use for PvP. Not much of a PvE piece. Sunbracers for the Warlock. Why are they doing my Warlocks dirty? I wish they would give them a little bit more resilience. But you know what? This is fine. With 17 strength, right? This is the piece that you always want to have as a base for your Roy Mustang, for those anime fans build. It'll allow you to go ahead and get that snapping back really quick with the strength as the priority. Resilience is not as high as I would want it to, but hey, that's not bad. Still 12. Another good piece to go ahead and build from. And it looks like this week you can use your strange coins to go ahead and get gunsmith engrams if you don't have enough engrams already with the gunsmith. Let's see if we have any free coins. Oh, no coins this week. That's fine. You can still go ahead and make sure you get your weekly mats if you don't have anything else to spend your coins on, guys. Hawkmoon rangefinder. Okay, nice. All right, so now we actually have a good Hawkmoon, right? It's always good to be able to walk around and PvP with this weapon, with the Hawkmoon with rangefinder. Make sure that you're just, checking your corners, walking around a little bit. Don't stay there too long. But, being able to keep this aim down will go ahead and give you that range and zoom that increase right on the Hawkmoon. So definitely a piece to pick up for PvP if you haven't gone the Hawkmoon yet for all those new lights. And for those of you looking for a good roll on the Hawkmoon, this is it right here. This is definitely the Hawkmoon you want to pick up this week. And of course we have the Arbalist, Risk Runner, and the Black Talon. Man, the Black Talon, I haven't used that in the longest time. Well, I might be playing around with this a little bit just for remembrance a little bit. But Risk Runner, for all those new lights, you already get this on the beginning of the story. But if you somehow missed it, or you did not get it, or maybe you're coming back to the game, come on over. Go do some runs on PvP, do some runs on some strikes, pick up some strange coins, grab this Risk Runner because it's always it's a really good ad clear. Once it gets going, you take all those ads out. All right, so for the legendary weapons, we have the 7th Seraph submachine gun with 4 times charm and feeding frenzy. Not my playstyle type of sub. We have the Wolftone Draw combat bow ensemble. Okay, so after the Pinto, okay, Adagio, not bad. Maybe not the best weapon to be shooting with from up close. Not my favorite. On some, improve handling, reload speed when allies are nearby. So definitely a weapon to be running around. If you're maybe like a strike, this may be like a good beginner bow. Not the best roll. Gnawing Hunger, the classic, man. This, I just love using this gun because of the drum roll that you hear when it's just shooting, you know? The brrrah. I just love the Gnawing Hunger for that. Comes with demolitionist. Sorry. Auto-loading holster. Not a bad roll. Tarnished metal. Oh, look at that. Dragonfly and right hook. Okay. Hey, tarnished metal. This is a good roll to keep, actually. Not bad. It'll help you clear out strikes really quick for those of you doing your dailies, you know, just, you know, punching things and then just blowing things up. It's a good roll. Pick this one up for sure. And also, if you've never unlocked it before a couple of seasons back, it's a good weapon to go ahead and unlock. Code Dwello again with surplus and ambitious. Oh, okay, ambitious assassin. All right. Yeah, this one's better than the one from last week. So definitely another rocket launcher to pick up. The Sail Spy Pitch Glass, multi-clip, and right hook. Okay, yeah. Also good linear fusion rifle. There's plenty better ones, but you know, again, if you have not unlocked it yet, definitely something that you can grab and unlock. And right now for the Titans, for the Crown Splitter, Thresh and Vorpal Weapon. Let's go. Okay, so this is definitely a good sword to pick up, especially because I am a Titan. I like getting in people's faces. So I really love how this sword just consistently smashes things. But really good perks, right? You go ahead and get your super energy while you're just wiping away. It's a good weapon to go ahead and use when you're fighting any sort of PvE boss. Not for raids. Do not walk up in a raid with this sword. Definitely not the type of sword for raid, but it is a good one for maybe your nightfalls and strikes to be walking around, hitting and slapping some bosses around and getting that super energy. On now the pieces, the legendary pieces for the Titan. Okay, yes, all right. So the hold fast fashion list. This is a really good list. I like it a lot because it really gives you this very bulky, like heavy armor set that the Titan just looks good in. So definitely some pieces that you want to go ahead and unlock if you haven't on your collection. But it looks like the gauntlets came to play with resilience being at 25, strength. Oh, nice, man. Same thing for the chest piece, strength again. So it looks like we're going to have like two pieces already focused on strength. Okay. And this is where they kind of dropped the ball, right? They were doing really good. And then we have this. Why do they give Titans mobility? I don't understand. It almost feels like whenever they give you pieces like these, that it's just kind of like a troll from, I don't know, the RNG. I don't know who decides these pieces. Sir, I doubt it, sir. I love Sir. I don't think he'd do this to us. Okay, and then we have again the leg armor focused again on strength, right, with a good balance in resilience as well too. So unlock these pieces, add them to your look. It's a good one for the Titan, but the head piece is where we kind of fell short. So now let's go ahead and check out the Warlock and the Hunter.
Perhaps this is why the Nine sent me
All right,
here.
now for the Warlock, what do we got? Eternity's Edge. Okay, this is the sword to grab this week. For the last 2 weeks, they've been doing our Warlocks dirty, man. But with Thresh and counterattack, not the best. Okay, all right. But it still has a Thresh, so, good roll. Definitely a sword to pick up for the Warlock right now. For gauntlets, we have Discipline. All right, yes, let's go, right? We want to go ahead and always have, it's one of the big priorities for the Warlock, right, is to have a good amount of discipline. Would appreciate it that mobility and that resilience would have done a flip-flop. That would have been even better. As for the chest piece, nice. Okay, so we do have a good amount of resilience and also strength, right? Because we do want to keep your Warlock also as a punchy, and with its grenades, just always being able to proc and come back really quickly for a lot of different builds are really dependent on discipline and strength for the Warlock. As for the helmet piece, okay, this is where we make up some of the resilience. So now I see that this kind of balances it out, and then you can definitely add some of your resilience mods in the first two pieces. But the helmet is where we start getting that helmet balance. And as for the legs, the recovery, I wish it would have done that flip-flop with resilience. It is important, right? Because Warlocks they're known for being the support, the healer, for making sure that they stay alive, because they are usually the lifeblood of the fire team. So yeah, I can appreciate the recovery. However, for maybe somebody that's grabbing this entire set piece to start making a nice build on a specific exotic, maybe this is the piece, the legs, that you would replace with an exotic piece with a better roll. It does have a good amount of discipline, but again, I wish it would have kept on focus on the resilience, so we wouldn't have to put more resilience mods on this armor set. But yeah, also the holdfast set for the Warlock looks really clean, really nice. It gives it also that kind of very like Warlocky, mythical kind of look, but with like a tech side to it. So also a really nice set for the Warlock to go ahead and unlock. Now let's go ahead and check out the Hunter.
I wish
Now for the
the
Hunter,
knight
let's
show you
take a peek.
these.
Alright, the Quick Fang. What do we got? Tireless Blade. Alright, you get ammo. Every powered sword kill. Cool, that's not bad, right? Because, sometimes the economy, it has been good, but like maybe an update ago, it was kind of weird again. But, so not a bad perk to have if you're clearing out ads. This one's also good, right? Especially if you're clearing ads, and that's what Hunters are there for, right? To go ahead and come out of nowhere and just kind of start slapping ads. Silly. What is up with my pronunciation thing? They are there to come out of nowhere and slap those ads silly. So hold fast grips. Okay. All right. Look at that. Good amount of mobility. Intellect. Go ahead and get your super back up. Again, intellect for me is also like a stat that I think that's no longer relevant because of how fast you can probably get it when you're clearing out things, especially as a hunter, and you do get your super back. For the chest piece, again, a focus on intellect. Again, I can appreciate that it allows you to go ahead and get maybe your Mobius back, and be able to start getting some ads all bunched up and being able to clear it, especially with this Quick Fang. But it would be great to have maybe focused on maybe their strength, hell, even their recovery, right? It still has a good amount of mobility for the chest piece. It's still not bad. For the head piece, okay, now we're getting back into the resilience with the mobility. So that looks, now this piece is awesome. This is a great piece. The helmet, it has a good amount of mobility, a good amount of resilience, a good amount of strength. This piece is a whole lot better. Again, they still keep throwing points. This is 68. These are rare. You don't always see like a 68 out here in the wild. So I would have appreciated that maybe they put the intellect 12 points on maybe even recovery or discipline. Then this would have then been like a full like god roll for the hunter. I might still just grab this. Clearly I need to grind for some strange coins, but that doesn't take too long. Just go ahead and run some PvP, run some strikes. You'll be able to get your strange coins. As for the leg armor, okay, yes, we can work with this too as well, right? We do get a good amount of discipline and also a great amount of mobility. Again, falling a little bit short on resilience. So I can see anybody trying to build anything and pulling some of these pieces, having to focus their mods on resilience, but still not a full loss. I really do like the helmet. I really do like the distribution here. Again, it's a 68 piece. We rarely get to see a 68 piece for anything on the wild here with Xur, any vendor, right? But I would have appreciated that the intellect would go maybe on that discipline and recovery, would have made it the most god roll piece I've probably seen in a very long time, right? But that's it, guys. I appreciate you. Take my comments at the beginning of this video with a grain of sand. support the game, support the developers. Leadership sucks sometimes. That's just how it is, man. It does not justify the poor actions. I'm hopeful that, and I know this sounds terrible, and maybe this is not what a lot of people want, but I'm hopeful that Sony will hold the leadership for Bungie accountable, and then we will see changes that we like, and we'll go back to, again, amazing storytelling, amazing developers coming into the company and making great changes, bettering the game, showing us again the quality of work that came right now with the final shape, which again, I know it feels terrible because we just had amazing gameplay come out, and then we have this horrible news, and then we see all these terrible actions just happening from Bungie. But let's go ahead and just be hopeful, stay confident that things will get better, Guardians, and nos vemos en las estrellas, Guardianes.